Hi everyone. Today we've got a system of linear equations and it's a worded problem that we're working through. So Alan and Gary are mathematics teachers at the same school. If Alan has 6 more years of teaching experience than Gary, and the two of them have 16 years experience combined, how many years of teaching experience does Gary have? So first step, let's label some variables. So I'm just going to let A equal Alan and G equal Gary, because that makes sense. Second step, let's set up our first equation. So I'm going to title this as equation 1 with my little I just there. So if Alan has 6 more years of teaching experience than Gary, that's our first stipulation. So Alan equals A equals, actually I'll do it lowercase a to keep it in line. So Alan has 6 more years of teaching experience. So that means he's going to be Gary's teaching experience plus 6. Okay, and really I should say up here, Alan's teaching experience, because we're not measuring just Alan, we're measuring his teaching experience. And same thing for Gary. I'll just do little quotes to say that we've got the same terms. So my first equation, A equals G plus 6. And where I've got that from in the question is just this part up here. Alan has 6 more years of teaching experience than Gary. So that's those two parts. Second thing, let's title our second linear equation. Okay, the two of them, so that's Alan plus Gary, have 16 years experience combined. So as a mathematical equation, that's going to be A plus G equals 16. Okay, now we can get on to actually solving this. So if my first equation here is A equals G plus 6, and my second equation has a variable in terms of A, what that means is I can sub A equals G plus 6 into equation 2. Okay, so basically anytime you see an A, instead of writing A, you're just going to write G plus 6. So let's have a look. Equation 2 is A plus G equals 16. So instead of A, we're going to write G plus 16. And then plus my next G equals, G plus 6, that should be. G plus 6 plus my next G equals 16. Okay, now we're just going to solve for G. So I've got a G plus another G, so that's going to be 2G plus 6 equals 16. I've got a plus 6, so I want to do the inverse of that, which is subtract 6 from both sides. So 2G equals 16 minus 6 is 10. Now we want to divide both sides by 2, so 2G divided by 2 is just G, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Therefore, what we've just found out is that Gary has 5 years worth of teaching experience. And we can check this. If Gary has 5 years worth of teaching experience, so let's write it again. Gary has 5 years experience. If Gary has 5 years worth of experience, then right back at our start, Alan should have 6 more years than Gary. So 5 plus 6 is 11. So Alan should have 11. And then to finally check, 5 plus 11 gives an answer of 16. So we have successfully satisfied both stipulations in the question. So I hope that was helpful.